Hello friends, welcome in the online lecture series. Here we are going to take lecture of very first lecture of the subject CHP 210 Physical Chemistry. So CHP 210 contains two sections. First section is the molecular spectroscopy, and section second contains nuclear and radiation chemistry. So I am going to teach you here the nuclear and radiation chemistry, section second. So in this section, nuclear and radiation chemistry, the second section. Now in this section we have to we have to discuss four topics. There are four topics in this syllabus. First topic is radioactivity. So radioactivity, this is introductory topic in which we have to study how radioactivity is stored, what are radioactive elements, what are types of decay, radioactive decay, the decay schemes, what are the characteristics of radioactive decay. So all these topics, basic topics related to radioactivity, related to nuclear chemistry, that we have to discuss in this topic, radioactivity. So second is the elements of radiation chemistry. So elements of radiation chemistry, in which we have to study many concepts of related to nuclear chemistry, elements of radiation chemistry. Third topic is the nuclear fission. Fission plants are there, so we have to study nuclear fission, the concept related nuclear fission, which plants are now working, where they are working, what are new inventions are going on this topic of nuclear fission. So on this topic we have to discuss in the nuclear fission, and last we have to see the applications of radioactivity. So applications of radioactivity. So these four topics we have to discuss here in this subject. So we are studying here the subject CHP 210 Physical Chemistry, semester second for MSc first year student, which contains two sections. First section contains molecular spectroscopy. Second section is the which contains nuclear and radiation chemistry, in which there are four topics. First is radioactivity, second elements of radiation chemistry, and nuclear fission, third topic, and fourth topic is application of radioactivity. So let's start with the first topic, that is radioactivity. So we are discussing about radioactivity. How radioactivity discovered? Radioactivity, the main contribution in the discovery of radioactivity and the nuclear chemistry is given by two scientists, that is Becquerel and Curie. These are two scientists who discovered many concepts in the radioactivity, and even they have the first discoverer of radioactivity. Becquerel is the first discoverer of radioactivity. In 1896 he discovered the radioactivity, and the term radioactivity was coined by the scientist Curie. So these are two scientists, Becquerel and Curie, which discovered 1896 the radioactivity concept of nuclear chemistry, and the term radioactivity is coined by Curie. Not only these two scientists are there, there are also many scientists which work on this concept of nuclear activity, nuclear radioactivity, radioactivity concepts, which type of elements are there. So on these topics many scientists are working. So besides this, Curie is from France. The scientist next is the Smith, which working on these concepts. Smith in Germany. Another scientist which were continuously working in this, and many times we heard the name of the scientist, that is Rutherford. By its many experiments, he has given the events which showing the proof of many concepts. So Rutherford is the scientist. Rutherford and Ramsay from England. These are the scientists which continuously, and also many other scientists. We don't know the names of all the scientists, all the contributors which contribute to the concept of nuclear chemistry. We don't know the name of all the scientists, but there are certain names here which comes in light, where these scientists, Curie from France, Becquerel, Curie from France, Smith from Germany, Rutherford and Ramsay in England, and all many other scientists which we don't know the names, known unknown hands which contributes to the concepts of radioactivity, discovery of radioactivity, and also the invention of nuclear chemistry supports the nuclear chemistry. So all these, this is the basic background of the radioactivity. Now look at the which elements we call radioactive element. We know that till there are more than 118 elements are discovered till the date, but out of which certain elements are non-radioactive and certain elements are radioactive. So which are radioactive elements? There are certain properties of radioactive elements. There are certain properties of radioactive elements which make them different than the non-radioactive element, which make them different than the non-radioactive element. So which are these properties? We have to study these properties. These elements, so suppose this is radioactive element. So what is the property of this element, radioactive element? This element continuously and spontaneously disintegrating. Their disintegration spontaneous. So what happens when they disintegrate spontaneously? Then the transformation into different element. Because they disintegrate, they changes into another element. So transformation into different element. What happens in the process? This process is spontaneous. So they are transforming into different element, and in the process they emit. What they emit? They emit either nuclear particle. Which are nuclear particles? Major nuclear particles are proton and neutron. So in the process they emit nuclear particles, and sometimes radiation, or only one is there, either radiation or either particle or both emitted in the process. So this is the definition of radioactive element. So how can we define radioactive element? Radioactive elements are the elements which the nuclei of which disintegrate spontaneously, thereby transformation into different elements, and in the process emit nuclear particle and or radiation. So such elements are called as radioactive elements. Radioactive elements are the elements which disintegrate spontaneously. They disintegrate continuously and spontaneously without the use of any external agency. They automatically, that is spontaneously disintegrate. So spontaneously disintegrate. Due to this disintegration, they continuously transform into different element, and in the process they emit some kind of radiation, some kind of particle. These are the nuclear particle or nuclear radiation, or both they emit at the same time. So such elements which follow all these criteria, such elements are called as radioactive elements. Non-radioactive elements cannot disintegrate spontaneously. They cannot disintegrate spontaneously. They can't emit such kind of particle, such kind of radiations. So they doesn't emit radiation, doesn't emit particle, or transform into different elements. So different element transformation is one of the property of radioactive element. Spontaneous disintegration is the property, and in the process they emit some kind of nuclear particle or radiation. So such elements are called as radioactive elements. Near about 2000 radionuclides are present. 2000 radionuclides are there. 2000 radionuclides are there, out of which 274 are stable ones. Different isotopes, stable ones. So these are 274 nuclides are stable one. So total 2000 nuclides, more than 2000 nuclides are there, and 274 stable ones. So radioactive elements, there are 2000 nuclides. So what we discussed about radioactivity. So radioactivity is discovered by Becquerel, and the term radioactivity was coined by Curie. There are certain scientists such as Becquerel, Curie from France, the another scientist, that is Smith from Germany, the Rutherford and Ramsay from England, and many other hands contribute to the development of nuclear chemistry, nuclear science. Then we saw the radioactive element, the nuclei of which spontaneously disintegrating and transforming in the process into different elements, and in the process they emit nuclear particle and or radiation. So this is about the radioactive nuclei. Now in the radioactivity, next we have to study the types of radioactivity. We know that radioactive elements disintegrate spontaneously. In the disintegration they emit certain particles, certain radiations. So it leads to the types of radioactive decay. Now mainly there are 5 types of radioactive decay, which are the alpha decay, then beta minus decay, beta plus decay, electron capture, and isomeric transition. So these are 5 main types of radioactive decay. In the radioactive process, the decay occurs, and in this decay there are 5 types: alpha decay, beta minus decay, beta plus decay, electron capture, and isomeric transition. So let's see one by one how the alpha decay, beta minus decay, beta plus decay, electron capture, and isomeric transitions are there. So in these decays, this element transform from one element to another element by emitting certain kinds of radiation. So let's see, start the first, that is alpha decay. So in alpha decay, let's take a general example. In general example, see that this is the general molecule. Okay, initial molecule, say radioactive molecule. This is radioactive molecule, radioactive element. Now this element, where Z represents atomic number and A represents mass number for radioactive nucleus. Now this radioactive nucleus, according to the definition of radioactive nucleus is what? Radioactive element is the element which disintegrates spontaneously. Now this disintegrates into spontaneously another element. So X transformed into Y, emitting in the process what they emit? They emit alpha particle. Here in this case, they emit alpha particle. So what changes when alpha particle emitted by the nucleus, when the nucleus X undergoing the nuclear transformation? Now when it undergoes nuclear transformation, it converted into Y, different element, and alpha particle emitted. What is this alpha particle? Alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus. Helium nucleus is what? Atomic number 2, mass number 4. So helium nucleus removed from this one. So here Z minus 2, because helium nucleus with 2 mass atomic number removed, and A minus 4. So well, the next element or new element come here, which having atomic number reduced by 2 units and mass number reduced by 4 units in alpha decay. Now the elements we have taken initially, we call it parent element, and the next element formed after transformation, that element is a daughter element. So this is parent-daughter relationship. Okay, so parent element, here it is daughter element, parent element, and this is nuclear particle emitted. Nuclear particle is the alpha particle emitted. So particle emitted here. Alpha is the particle. There are certain kinds of radiations that we'll see later. So So nuclear particle is there. So parent element, this is daughter element formed after transformation, and this is alpha particle emitted. Let's take an example for this. So radium is an example. Radium having the mass number, atomic number 88 and mass number 226 is the radium. Radium having atomic number 88 and mass number 226. Okay. After alpha decay, what happens after alpha decay? Alpha particle emitted in the process, and next element, this radium transformed into another element. Which is that element? That element having mass number, atomic number reduced by 2 units. So 2 unit 86, and mass number reduced by 4 units. So 226 minus 4, 222. So parent daughter element 86 and 222, which is having atomic number 86. 86 atomic number is the element radon. So this is alpha decay. Now in which radium is converted. Radium is a radioactive element which transform into radon spontaneously. No any other reagents we are using for transformation from radium to radon. This occurs spontaneously. That's why it is called as radioactive element. So radium is a radioactive element which by alpha decay, alpha particle emitted in the process, the rays, alpha rays or say alpha particle emitted from radium and it converted into radon. So radon conversion. This is an example of alpha decay. Okay. Let's see an example. Let's see the next decay is the beta decay. Beta decay. So first we are taking here beta minus decay. Okay. Beta minus decay. Just I am taking example. I am writing example here only. See, radium 226 88 by alpha decay it is converted to radon 86 222 and alpha particle emitted in the process. Let's see the beta minus decay. Second, beta minus decay. So in the beta minus decay, what happens in the beta minus decay? Beta minus decay, the particle, suppose this is the parent element. This is the parent element. In the parent element, this is atomic number. This one is A is the mass number, and it transforms into another element Y. Y with Z plus 1 means its mass atomic number increased by 1 unit and mass number remains same. And in the process, beta minus particle emitted and the particle associated with it called anti-neutrino particle. So anti-neutrino particle is also there. Anti-neutrino particle emitted here. Okay. So it is always associated with beta minus decay. There are nuclear particles here associated with beta minus decay. So what happens in beta minus decay? In beta minus decay, this is parent element, this is daughter element. So mass number, so atomic number of the parent element increase, the daughter element increased by 1 unit than the parent. So this is beta minus decay. So take an example of this beta minus decay. Suppose that phosphorus is there. Phosphorus having atomic number 15 and mass number 32. So this undergoes beta minus decay. Phosphorus undergoes beta minus decay. Now phosphorus undergoes beta minus decay. Mass number, atomic number increased by 1 unit, that is 16, and mass number remains same, 32. So 16 atomic number element is a sulfur. Element is a sulfur here, which is having 16 atomic number, and at the same time beta minus particle are emitted, anti-neutrino particle are emitted. So these are nuclear particle which emitted in the process. So types of radioactive decay, we saw alpha decay and beta minus decay. 3 decays are remaining that we are going to see in the next lecture. Beta plus decay, electron capture, isomeric transition. So types of radioactive decay. In the types of radioactive decay, alpha particle is there. What happens in alpha decay? The element transfer from one element to another element. In the process, alpha particle emitted, where the daughter element having atomic number reduced by 2 units and mass number reduced by 4 units. In beta minus decay, parent element and daughter element, where the atomic number of daughter element increased by 1 unit than the parent, and in the process nuclear particle beta minus decay and the antenatal